The world is a scary place. What's up, everyone, and welcome to Wild But True with your host, Malcolm Walker. There's all sorts of wild animals out there that want to make you their dinner. Some of them are so tiny, you might not even see them coming. From spiders to scorpions, here are 5 of the most dangerous arachnids in the world. First, we have to look at the Sydney funnel-web spider. This spider is only found in Australia, and it's one of the most venomous spiders in the world. If this spider bites you, then you could be in for a bad time. They are known to have very aggressive behavior, and they will bite if they feel threatened. Their venom is extremely toxic. It affects the way your nerves send messages throughout your body. Because of this, muscle control is difficult. The longer the venom is in your body, the worse things get. For example, if it gets into your nervous system, you could end up paralyzed. One bite from this spider isn't usually enough to kill a human. But if you're bitten multiple times, then that's a whole different story. Thankfully, there is an anti-venom for this spider's bite, but it must be administered quickly. If it isn't, then you could die. The scariest part about this spider is that it's quite large. It can grow to be 12 inches in length, which makes them one of the biggest spiders in the world. That size, combined with its aggression and venom, means that this spider is incredibly dangerous. Now let's look at the Brazilian wandering spider. This spider is also known as the armed spider or the banana spider, which doesn't sound too bad. But don't be fooled by its name. This spider is really scary and should be avoided at all costs. Like the Sydney funnel-web spider, the Brazilian wandering spider is also very aggressive. These spiders can be found in many countries, including Brazil, Argentina, Chile, and many more. They're called wandering spiders because they like to roam around, not like many other spiders who build webs and stay in one place. They have neurotoxic venom, which means that if they bite you, then your brain and nervous system will be affected. This can lead to vomiting, difficulty breathing, and in extreme cases, death. They usually bite people when they feel threatened, but sometimes they sneak into homes and bite sleeping people. This is how they got their nickname, wandering spiders. These spiders can often be found hiding in bananas. So if you buy bananas, make sure you check them carefully. These spiders can grow to be 8 inches long, so that's pretty big. And they're not just dangerous to humans, but also to other animals. They'll happily eat cockroaches and even other spiders. Moving on, let's look at the black widow spider. The black widow spider is arguably the scariest spider in the world. This spider is known for being incredibly venomous and has a very bad reputation. They're called black widows because if a female kills her partner during mating, this is known as the hourglass spider. The reason why it's dangerous is because its venom is extremely neurotoxic. This means that if you're bitten by one, then your entire nervous system will be affected. Symptoms of a black widow bite include tremors, muscle pain, and difficulty breathing. If you're bitten by one, then you need up to 12 anti-venom injections. If this isn't done, then you could die. Black widow spiders can be found throughout the world. They prefer warm climates and like to hide in dark places. They're also quite common in the USA, and did you know that black widow spider bites are actually quite common? In fact, every year there are around 3,000 black widow bites in the USA alone. Thankfully, there is an anti-venom. However, that doesn't mean that you won't need medical attention. This is important because children are more likely to suffer from a black widow bite than adults. This is because they play outside more often and are less aware of the dangers of nature. Next, we have to look at the brown recluse spider. Spider is known for being very shy and is rarely seen by humans. They are mostly found in North America and are often confused with other spiders, such as the hobo spider. The brown recluse is considered to be one of the most dangerous spiders in the world because of its venom. If this spider bites you, then you could suffer from a rare disease known as necrotic arachnidism. This is where the spider's venom causes the skin to die and turn black, then falls off, leaving a wound underneath, which can be very deep. This can lead to sepsis, which is where bacteria enters the body and starts multiplying. Sepsis is extremely dangerous and can lead to death. Though this is scary, it's actually quite rare. Only 300 cases of necrotic arachnidism are reported each year. This is probably because the brown recluse spider is quite shy and prefers to avoid humans. They're also not aggressive, so they don't bite unless they feel threatened. But if you do get bitten by this spider, then it's important to seek medical attention right away. Bites from this spider can be hard to detect because they're often very small. Now, they may even go unnoticed for hours. If this happens, then the wound can become infected, and the symptoms can get much worse. Brown recluse spiders can be found in garages, sheds, and basements. Make sure to be careful if you go into these places. If you see one of these spiders, then leave it alone. Finally, let's take a look at the six-eyed sand spider. This spider is also known as the malignant sand spider and is found in South Africa. The scary thing about this spider is that it's incredibly venomous. Its venom is extremely toxic and can kill a person in a very short amount of time. Despite this, the six-eyed sand spider is very rare and hasn't caused any deaths yet. This is probably because it's very shy and likes to avoid confrontation. It lives in the Namib Desert and spends most of its time underground. It only comes out at night to hunt for food. These spiders usually eat other insects and can even eat small reptiles. If a human is bitten by this spider, then they could die. But as I said before, this hasn't happened yet. And to be honest, it probably won't. That's because the six-eyed sand spider is very shy and would rather run away than bite someone. Also, it's very rare and you probably won't come across one. Even if you did, it would be unlikely to bite you. But if it did, then you must get medical attention straight away. There is an anti-venom for this spider's bite, but it must be administered quickly, otherwise you could die. But now it's time for you to make your voice heard. Comment below, which was the scariest arachnid on this list. If you want to see my short videos, then stay tuned for more content. Thanks for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. If you haven't already, then what are you waiting for? Subscribe to the channel.